We saw early on last season that she was going to score a lot of goals, and she scored 30-some goals last year. She just got overlooked because Bella had 47.
I mean, it means a lot because my goal from the season to like coming in from the start, that was my goal, and it's kind of exciting to break it, I guess.
And to be honest, I thought that Abby would probably eventually take Bella's career goal record, but I didn't think that the 47 would necessarily get beat. That's just a lot of goals.
Abby Martin's 48-goal sophomore season, now the loftiest total in program history and still counting, is a massive storyline in America's hometown. But it's not the only smashing success story for the Lady Pirates overall, nor even the only one being generated by underclassmen. Because when you are 15-6 on the season with just 2 seniors on the roster, it tends to be an all-hands-in endeavor.
We had a lot of spots that were open. We're used to having, to replace, 2 or 3 maybe positions on the field, and we had so many seniors last year that started for us, so we knew that we were going to have some growing pains early on, and I think that that's definitely what we've seen this year. I think that we've kind of started to hit our stride a little bit. The tournament down in Camdenton this weekend, we had a couple wins that were big margins, but the last game that we had against Father Tolton, who they're Class 1, but they're a very solid Class 1 team that they expect themselves to be in the state championship game in that class. So for us to come out and shut them out 3-0, I think was huge. I think just the way that we've kind of found our groove.
Scoring binges are, of course, the obvious calling card here, with Abby Martin and her 10th grade classmate Ashley Davis comfortably assuming the number 1 and number 2 option roles, something they credit more to their teammates than to themselves.
Well, I feel like coming in the season, I grew up with Abby and Ava and Keegan, and we've always had that chemistry. And when Katie and Bella left last year, me and Abby felt like we needed to step up and take our offensive roles, and Ava's took a defensive role. And I just think we just stepped in those positions really well and tried to replicate what Katie and Bella did.
Yeah, I think we all passed the ball really, really well together, and I think we all look for like each other, and we look up to our seniors.
But she's definitely kind of carried the load this year as far as scoring, even though we've got some other girls that have scored. Ashley Davis is in the 20s, and then Keegan Greening, a freshman for us, she's up in the teens. So we've got a few girls that can really go out there and score, but with Abby, she's just been able to go out and create that goal for us.
Yeah, also we changed our formation. We slipped me out wide and just had Abby in the central, and I think that helped spread some more offensive chances like crosses and header balls.
But the growth here has come incrementally and in all corners for Eric Hill's roster.
And we've always been able to score some goals on people this year, but we've been giving goals up. So to me, the biggest part of that weekend and what we've been doing lately is the shutouts, that we're able to keep those clean sheets and not just rely on outscoring people.
Something evoked by a boosted non-conference schedule.
I think it helps us advance our game. When we play tougher teams, we know how to step better, we know how to shoot better. Our conference is a little bit weak, so when we get into tournaments with stronger competition like Quincy, I feel like that really challenges us.
We were 0-5 in tournaments heading into this weekend, so that was kind of our issue was, how are we going to be able to play in tournaments with not having as big of a roster as some of these other teams have, and those back-to-back games, could give us trouble. But I thought that the girls played really well, and hopefully that competition will pay off, because just like every single year, it seems like we've got a really tough district. Zumwalt South, the 2-time defending state champs, are in there, as well as some other real quality teams. So hopefully we're getting ourselves as prepared as possible.